Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove Sunrise Credit Services from their credit report. And in many cases, this is without paying their debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing what the next best step is to take. Now, I do want to preface by saying that doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. There's situations, for example, that if you know or believe that Sunrise Credit Services or any of the other accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any other real major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. Now, we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. Or if there are no issues like that exist in your situation and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we help with that too. You can call us today. Our number will be in the description below for you. Now, I'd like to today go through some of the most important questions that I get about this company. And I think first and foremost is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Sunrise Credit Services? And I put this one at the top of the list because we have a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And it really makes sense. Few people are really taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't even know the answer to this question until I got into the business. Now, fortunately, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So there's no need to worry about that whatsoever. The other thing is that the amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So, who is Sunrise Credit Services and why are they on your credit report? So they are what's referred to as a debt collector or a credit collection agency. And the way they work is they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, just as an example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect that full amount from you. So, for example, imagine that you have an unpaid credit card with, let's say, Capital One, and it's $1,000. Sunrise Credit Services could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for just $100. But now they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies really can make a lot of money doing this. And how they do that is damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is one of the primary strategies they have to get you to pay them, right? However, what many people don't know is that paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score whether it's paid or not. So a lot of the time paying it actually isn't in your best interest and is just a waste of money. Now, in rare cases, paying debts can even hurt your score further. In addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters. They're going to call a lot, even sometimes calling your family members and colleagues. Now, again, if collectors have ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you may be owed a lawsuit. So again, that's another case where you'd want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Moving on here, another question. Should you negotiate a settlement with Sunrise Credit Services? settling your debt with Sunrise Credit Services really depends on your goal. Typically, if you are wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option. You may be asking why. Why is that? Well, because as I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Now, instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to come in and review these accounts for you. And if certain issues exist, the accounts may be removed entirely. And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help you, and or help your score. And the negative account gets removed from your report, so it's perfect. Which leads to the other question. How do you remove Sunrise Credit Services from your credit report? So the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on the report, first and foremost. Now, I will say that the knowledge that's required to do this is a bit more involved than it might seem. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it. It's good to know. But just be prepared. You're gonna spend some weeks, possibly months, learning how to do it properly. However, if you want to hire a professional to come in and handle it for you and ensure it's done properly the first time and save you all that extra time that you're doing researching it, we're happy to take care of it for you. We've dealt with Sunrise Credit Services accounts many times, and they regularly have issues. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them, and we'll take care of it for you too if you'd prefer. This is a great question. How can you get Sunrise Credit Services to stop calling you? And maybe that's the question you're wondering. And the problem is, as I mentioned before, Sunrise Credit Services will be calling you in an attempt to collect their debt. It's annoying, but that's what they do. Which means the only reason that they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or if you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from a report altogether. Will Sunrise Credit Services try suing or garnishing my wages? Now, Sunrise Credit Services suing is unlikely. Now, it can happen. It does happen, but in our experience, it's rare. Now, there are laws around how long they can sue for, and what they can do if they win, and it's really a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it at all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Sunrise Credit Services? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that Sunrise Credit Services has purchased. Sunrise Credit Services has and is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the FDCPA, and as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA. Now, again, these acts can seem very complicated at first glance, but the bottom line is they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. But again, if you don't have the time to research these, and I don't blame you, it's not a problem. Call us today and we'll discuss your options. Again, I'll put our number in the description below for you. And that's it for today. Thanks so much.